Hello and welcome back. I am Conan Librarian with Conan's EDC, Easy Dad Carry, and today I am super excited to open up some stuff from Lever Gear. Let's take a look. So right up front, full disclosure, I am an affiliate for Lever Gear. And there's a very specific reason. I applied and I was accepted, and I was super excited because I've had a few of these items in my Amazon cart for a while. This type of gear is minimal, it's easy carry, and it's multifunction. So I was really excited to be able to get my hands on this, test it, and really get a feel. And honestly, if I get into it, really recommend it. Because if you've watched anything else on my channel, you know that I like minimal, I like budget friendly, and I like multifunction. What I will say too, you can follow the link on the bottom, use the code Conan EDC10, get yourself 10% off on checkout, which is pretty cool. But to start, the reason I really was excited about these three items is because I think used properly, this is pretty much a loadout in and of itself for EDC. A couple things you know I like to carry is a good wallet. I've been carrying the Mangarista here for quite a while now. Actually, I'm going to be doing a video on this. I always carry cable management and some sort of power source. And I always have a tool with me of some sort. This has been my alpaca go pouch, my kind of DIY carry kit that I've had for a while. But I also like to go pretty minimal when I can. And this is the sort of gear that I really feel can help me do that. So we are going to start out first with the cable kit. Now, I will say, you may have heard me in the past talk about how I liked a kit like this, and I wanted a kit like this for a long time because it has this long cord. I really had doubts about this. Now, this is opening this gear for the first time, so I don't know exactly how it's going to perform or exactly how much I will like hands-on. But for a long time, I said I wanted something longer and more options because a lot of times I have to charge things in kind of awkward places or awkward ways. But at the same time, again, this kind of minimalizing I've been doing, I don't mean take it back to basics. I think that's overdone, but being able to carry lighter when I can is really appealing, and that's why I was really excited for this. So this little cable management piece. I do like, actually, I didn't realize that. If you notice, it actually has a little clip. So if I wanted to, I could actually carry this in a kit. And tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a pouch here, and yeah, I'm going to get a pouch here for this too. So looking for a pouch, I ran across this again, and I used this for a while as part of my popular Reddit carry challenge that I did, and I think this is a good chance to use this. I've been thinking a lot actually about this wallet. I keep randomly seeing it online. I don't think I gave it as much of a chance as I really should have. So I think this will be perfect for this setup. So right out of the gate, though, you can see this thing is pretty small. It comes in right at, is this about 3.5 inches, even less than that, 3.25. So pretty minimal. I like that it's got this clip on it, or rather at least a spot to hang a clip. Yeah, that's kind of perfect. So I could keychain this if I wanted to. I will say, I mean, it already feels good. That's good hard plastic casing that this is in. I don't feel like if I sat on this, it would break. And this is the main functioning cord. So the main cord itself, is super bendable. I actually really like that. When I'd seen this or these kinds of things in the past, I was honestly kind of concerned that it was just kind of a stick, that it wouldn't be flexible. Comes inside. This one is a lightning adapter. For me personally, let's see. Oh, that's really good too. So it's a C kit, and there are a couple different options here on this. You can see it lists what kind. This is the A to USB-C, but they have different types. It actually really works that it comes with this lightning adapter, because this is what my wife's phone uses. You can hear that audible click, so it really seats in there. It doesn't feel like that is going to fall off, which is nice. And on the back of it, you can see kind of hidden here. See if I can get it off with... I put a pretty big clip. This is just kind of what I grabbed. Maybe I wouldn't want to put something that big on it. But on the back, oh, I do like that. It has a little SIM card or pokey tool or whatever, so you don't have to rely on just randomly having a paper clip with you. Yeah, just lays right there on the back. So inside keeps this. I really do like that. That makes a lot of sense, especially since, I mean, the other common item I really charge or would need to charge in an emergency would be the wife's phone. And just the way this seats in here is actually really, it's ergonomically smart. And it goes back in there super easy. Still feels really secure. I mean, I'm going to drop it. I'm going to sit on it. I'm going to do all sorts of stuff, and it still feels really good in there. So if I'm going to have this and I need to charge, let's take a look here. You know what? I know what I'm going to charge. Whoop, making a mess. All right. This battery always needs charge. This is my main light. Let's take a look here. Now, I don't know if it's lightning connection. I will have to check. But I mean, that plugs really easy. It feels really good. Tell you what, I'm going to pause here and see if this is lightning or fast charge or whatever. So it does say that this is a high-speed cable, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to demonstrate plugging a phone or anything into a computer. The one thing I will say is that it does... Let me see here. Because it is so short, you'll notice, say... I mean, this is pretty easy. This is pretty much level. It lays flat. But if I wanted to charge something a little bit higher, you know, there's only so much bend this is going to have. But I think that would honestly be remedied pretty easily. It's something I hadn't really thought about, just utilizing what you have around you to be able to prop up either what you're charging or what you're charging into. So, yeah, honestly, I really like this as kind of an emergency backup. I don't know that I'd rely on it as my primary, but at the same time, if I was just going to throw this kind of, well, on a key ring or in a pocket, I would feel pretty good about being able to carry this and charge when and where I need to without having to carry something necessarily as bulky as this. Now, it did also come with another lightning adapter. It did also come with, looks like a micro USB. So that's pretty nice too. You have the option to store a couple different cords in here, and if you have lightning, you can get a lightning end on it. Like I said, a lot of different setups on that. So that's, honestly, that's a big win. I want to come out and I want to officially go on record and say that while I doubted this piece of gear, sorry, just putting my flashlight back together. While I initially doubted this piece of gear before putting hands on it, now that I'm actually holding it and playing with it, I really like this thing. As a minimal carry, as a good backup, I like the multiple options to attach it. I like the material. I like even the storage. Apparently, you can also, on this, there we go, it has space for a little micro SD card in there too, which is pretty cool, just in case, or I suppose a SIM card or just other little info stick in there. So yeah, this is actually very cool. So that can ride in the Chums super easy. I mean, it's got the clip. I'll see how the clip feels on here if I want to do that. Well, I like how low that sits, and maybe it's a little cheesy, but I like that it's got lever on there. So that is a big win. And let's see. Might end up sticking an extra battery, but let's just say the whole kit goes in here. Just in case. Maybe I put yeah, some other sort of adapter in there. That's not a bad thing at all. Alright, so the lever charge stick is in fact pretty awesome. Or the lever gear cable kit, excuse me, is awesome. Always like having a carabiner. Okay, so next up is the gear card. Now, this is another one of those things that I've had my doubts about. I think a lot of us in the EDC community have owned, look at, and receive these types of utility cards. And actually, I will say I do have a favorite utility card. My favorite utility card for a long while has been this guy from Q-Shave because it actually has a really nice comb. The size, it's pretty much the same size, so that tells me this thing's going to fit in a wallet just fine. But when I look at this, I mean, you could tell just by holding it, by looking at it, this is a tool card. It's got your standard little pry bar slash larger flathead, bottle opener, can opener. Let me see if the card says everything that this has. Yeah, it's got a list. Ooh, swag. Carry tools, not toys. I do like that. So I'm going to hold this up, and you can pause here if you want to read everything on this. I mean, it's got actually a lot of stuff to it, and you can find some cool videos on it. What I really like is the fact that not only is it a card, but it is an actual wallet clip too, because again, I really like my Mangarista. One of the big reasons I like this is you'll notice it's a little thick because I do carry supplies in here, which I like being able to have. A lot of it's backup, and a lot of it is just if I leave the house, I have something. Even if all I grab is my wallet, I have a little bit of something. But having something like this also means that I can stay minimal, like I like to do with something like this, just a regular money clip. Say I don't want to carry a big bulky wallet, I just want to carry, say, an ID, a credit card, a little bit of cash. And I like to carry this. This is probably one of my favorite EDC tools. I call it a tape card. A few feet of Gorilla Tape, a few feet of electrical tape. They both have great uses. So usually what I would do, grab this. There we go. And there. I got a money clip, I can throw this in, or if I need to carry my ID and the wife's ID and I don't want to carry a wallet. But what I really like is the idea of having a tool with me that has a lot of functionality that can function as well as not just a money clip, but as a multi-tool. So that goes in pretty easy. I will say it didn't feel too bad, and this is, you can see, this is pretty thick with the tape card, with a couple extra cards, with some cash. And, I mean, it feels pretty good. Now, the one thing I will say, this point here, if I'm going to sit on this, now this is going to have to be, yeah, I don't think I'd want to sit on this, although why would you sit on something like this? But throwing in a pocket, actually, I feel pretty good about that. Now, the other thing, too, is this wallet clip is actually, your money clip, wallet clip, whatever you want to call it, is removable. So let me figure out how to do that. Alright, so after playing around, take the money clip off, you just push, and it slides off. So that's pretty easy, and I mean, if you need to hang on to this, just, throw it in your pocket. I wonder, yeah, you wouldn't want to use that by itself because it's going to catch, it's got that lip there. But the card itself, it feels good, it looks good. Like I said, I think a lot of us have had or used or seen these cards. But as far as function goes, I really like the form and the feel of this. I actually really like this kind of heavy-duty pry on the corner here. And this honestly has about the same surface area of a lot of just singular pry bars that you're going to get EDC or pocket pry bars themselves. So, I mean, as far as this money clip goes, this wallet clip, I would say this is actually really cool. I really like the feel of this. I like the look of it. And I can absolutely see this being an easy carry that I would want to actually... Ooh, that's super easy. I like that. Being able to pocket this and feel good about having a lot of different functions with me. So, yet another win. If you're not entirely sure about one of these, take it from a guy who has for a long time, and I think even in some of my other videos, I have called these useless. I really like this card. I think that's pretty solid and cool. I'll tell you what, I said that I'm going to kind of use stuff in here, so let's see, can that... Yeah. There we go. So I can go right here on the outside. Maybe, if I know what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. I like that. So far, everything's actually really fitting in this Chums super well. Okay. And the last one, and I saved it for last because it is the one I am honestly the most excited about, is this BitVault, the keychain, carry case, and compact screwdriver. This I've been super excited about. Like I said, this is something I've been looking at for a long time because it has a lot of really good options. For one, it's storage, and if I can figure out how to open this box, because I know that's super exciting. There we go. The fact that it is both storage and a tool with so much function and has, I think, a very cool form. This is ridiculous. There we go. Has me just really excited to get hands on it. Initially, right out, oh, the weight is good. It feels heavy without being heavy. It feels solid, I guess I should say, without feeling too heavy, but it feels really good. As far as the size, we're right over 3 inches, which really isn't too bad. I really like the black, this kind of matte black. It has a good clip on it. Let's give that a try. Let's see. Well, it'll go, here we go. Goes on the keyring, super easy. Looks good, feels good, and really easy to detach. All right, let me make sure. Yes. Okay, so there is a bunch of stuff. And something I don't know if I pointed out. This has lifetime warranty on it. The card also has lifetime warranty. I'll have to check and see what the actual card charge, or not card rather, but the charge kit has. But the fact that this has lifetime, I think it's against manufacturer's defects and will not fail under normal use. So normal use failure and manufacturer defect lifetime warranty is pretty cool. I'm really excited here. I'm definitely going to put the pocket clip. I like that you have the option to put the pocket clip on or not. I'm definitely going to put the pocket clip on because I like multiple carrying options. It's why I like that cable kit so much, actually. So give me a second here. This comes with this pocket clip. I'm going to put that on real quick. And... okay. Kind of wish I had actually recorded putting that on. It's super easy. The clip on there feels really good. It's these tiny little Allen wrench bits, but it went on super easy. I like the feel of the clip without being too heavy, without being too tight, but it's got the right kind of tension. So say I wanted to, I don't know if I want to take that back out, but I do like the feel of this and that kind of spacing. This would definitely fit even on like a pair, if you're wearing a pair of jeans, this will definitely fit. So the big appeal of this is obviously the storage in here. And this is waterproof, which is very cool. If you can see around the edge there is an actual gasket, this O-ring, that seals this shut when you close it. You push on your tab, And you can hear it actually click and engage these little wings here. And it feels good. What I'm really excited about, obviously, is the storage. We'll talk about that first. You have the option to just use it like this. You can put, well, a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to just start putting random stuff in there. But for me personally, the idea that it's not just random storage, but that it is, in fact, bit storage or dividable storage. It comes with these little dividers, which, yeah, I'm going to put in. And that's really cool. They do provide a couple bits, which, I mean, obviously they would fit perfectly in here, and they really do. So if we put that in there, there is a tiny bit of rattle. So if I was carrying this, I don't know how I'd feel about the rattle. There might be a way to take care of that. That's not really what I'm concerned about, though. I could probably put just a small piece of paper or plastic or something in there. Why it is a big deal that it fits bits perfectly, or you can take out one of these dividers, I might figure out doing that. That's not really what I want to show off, but is that your BitVault stores the bits for this tool itself. This becomes an actual hand driver, not just forward like this, but a horizontal driver as well, which is very cool. Now, if you have the clip on, you're obviously losing some space. So if you're concerned or considering using this a lot for downward or horizontal wrenching, you may want to consider carrying it without the pocket clip. I almost wish that this had been designed to face the other way, so that when you were driving here, the clip was actually on the other side, so you weren't losing space on that. But I understand that's probably also where there's some reinforcement. Maybe the BitVault 2.0, the pocket clip would be on the other side and the whole cab would be reinforced. But the feel on that is super solid. I'm not going to get out. I am unfortunately not as thorough as a lot of these guys who will get like a board with a screw. But that feels really good. There's a really good solid ergonomic grip on this while twisting, and even downward grip. Now, obviously, unfortunately, something like this can't fit in here. But say you're just carrying this with a toolkit. So this is just a random extension. But if I were to pair this with something like one of my favorite tools, the Leatherman ratcheting bit driver, I actually have a very good, solid reach. Now, I don't know if there is a magnet. Let me see. Yeah, there is actually a magnet in there, so it'll keep the bit itself, and it's on both sides, so it's not falling out, which is nice, and that's really good. You don't want your bit to start falling out. I don't know that it is strong enough. Let me try just a regular... Well, if you're carrying something with a detent, that's a little side note there. Something with a detent actually detents down into this. I didn't know that. So if I was going to carry this, maybe I would want just a regular extension with me. But I don't know that the magnet in here... Okay. The magnet is actually strong enough to hold the flat portion on that. Oh, well, it's good enough for... Yeah, can't quite that way, but it can at least hold it vertical, which is pretty cool. Enough to actually get some drive on that. So I do really like that. And I would say if I'm going to carry this, it would be pretty easy. If I knew I might be tackling something, it'd probably be pretty easy to carry this in a fifth pocket But even if I didn't want to carry that, to be able to drop something in this simple, this easy, is really amazing functionality. Now, what I'm considering doing, maybe I would take this middle bit out, and I bet I know what I could do. Okay, so if I take these bits out, and I take out this middle bit, so if you're going to take these out, it does take a little bit of play, which is fine, that's understandable. But I still want to keep the divider in here because, and if you can see down in there, I don't know if my camera will quite pick it up. Almost, camera, you could do it. Nope, I've lost it, but it does have these little channels. If I can see what I'm doing. This is perfect for an actual an actual extended bit if I wanted to carry that. So that for me is personally what I would do. You might not be able to carry an extension, or I mean, if someone out there has an extension that would fit that's literally no wider than a regular bit, let me know. I will order it the moment I see your message. But I've got a flathead because that's always a good idea. And then say I probably want to carry a T8 because that's the size that fits, I think, pretty much all of my Civivis, which is my main carry. Usually is a Civivi. This is the mini Praxis added a thumb stud. Recommend it to anyone. And at $30, it's not going to kill you to put that on there. So a T8, super common little bit. And then I've got a little bit of space here. So let me see what else I might find. Okay, so I've got two things I'm going to see if I can fit. One is a tiny little 2-inch, what is this? Yeah, a little 2-inch glow stick. See if that fits. Oh, it fits just perfect. And the final thing, this is about 10 feet of 50-pound Kevlar cordage. It's just around a bread tie, and I've showed this off before. You pinch one end, you wind it around, wind it back up, and you've got everything you need to fix gear or retie a shoelace. And that actually will tuck right in there with it. And I'll bet I could even just, yeah, I can squish that down in there. Here we go. So I've got repair, I've got cordage, and I've got light. Yeah, that seats just fine. Still a little bit of rattle, not too bad. But in just this little kit, I have bit storage, so I am able to carry, there we go, waterproof, tiny little bit of light, some cordage, and drivers, the most common drivers that I would use and do use all the time in this awesome little kit. I mean, this just feels good. I think it looks really good. I think there's also silver available, but the black really lends itself. I do like that it comes with a couple bits. That's always a nice little throw in. So I've got charging. I've got a tool card here with a lot of different options to help me through my day. And I've got an actual tool here to help repair or fix or tackle what I might run into. All right, we'll zip that up. And actually, I am really liking the Chums for this. Like I said, I don't know that I gave the Chums Wallet enough of a chance before. There we go. And you know what? Because I feel like I haven't completed the kit yet, we'll throw a tape card in there just to finish off the full EDC kit. So there it is, an EDC kit out of lever gear. Really awesome tools. I mean, I am super excited for what this stuff can do. The fact that this really does store super easy, feels good, even with the stuff in it, being able to handle it in the ergonomics is really nice. This wallet clip tool card just feels good, looks good. See if I can real quick pop it out again. Oh, I had it the first time and it was way easier than what I'm making it. Wait, I know what I'm doing. All right, you gotta push down, do it at like the second divot. Pops right off, so I can use this pretty quick and easy if I needed to for the open wrench. And then back on again. Come on now. Oh, because you have to slide down in there. Pops nice and easy. The card, the BitVault, and finally the... Nope, that's on me. I need to figure out what I'm doing. The cable kit. All in all, yeah, all in all, Lever Gear has made a couple of awesome products that round out even just an EDC carry in and of itself, and I could not be more impressed and excited to carry this stuff. So, yeah, go check this out. Get your hands on this stuff. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. And tell you what I will do. I will do a 1 or 2 month update once I've been carrying this stuff and using this stuff, because it's easy to open a box. It's easy to open a package. It's easy to go, ooh, new stuff, ooh, new toys, ooh, new gear, because, well, ooh, new gear, new toys, new stuff. But I will do an update on this to let you know exactly how it's been working out, how it's been feeling. But overall, I have to say, just right out of the box, Lever Gear has crushed it. So I hope that watching some guy screw with a bunch of stuff has been somewhat informative, giving you an idea. And I hope urged you to go and get some of this, because it's pretty damn cool. So thank you, as always, for spending your time with me. And stay safe, be prepared, and have a great day.